Yeah, I think I found the captain's log. Oh, oh, we're alive. Yeah, I don't think that's what they mean by a captain's log. Hi everyone, this is Daniel from 5G. I was looking at the agility log balance in Ardougne near the North Bank. Anyways, in this video, we will do the Biohazard quest. Uh, so this quest is an old one from back in 2002. Has not been updated for the uh, voice activation, so it's an older style. It's built on the Plague City line. This series will eventually culminate in Within the Light for now complete the Elf series, but for right now, this is the second uh, Elf Proof quest number two. You need a priest gown, top and bottom. You also need some combat gear. Uh, you need to defeat a level 33 mourner. I brought a few pieces of food, but I doubt I'll need it. Just a precaution. So novice difficulty, but medium length. Uh, you'll need. Um, you'll receive 3 quest points, 1,250 thieving experience, and the ability to freely travel to the West Ardougne Gate to use combat training camp north of Ardougne and 2 treasure hunter keys. So we're gonna now speak to Elena and her house in East Ardougne. Um, it's west of the North Bank. I'm by the world map. Uh, it's a little bit confusing. This it says East Ardougne. Uh, now they actually moved the labels. So West Ardougne is everything inside the wall. East Ardougne is the rest of this. Uh, it used to be This used to be here and here, but we thought that the river was the dividing line, but it's actually the wall. Uh, anyways, so west of the North Bank, across the agility log. That's not a captain's log. That's an agility log. Captain's log is a journal. It's a different type of. All right, it's humor. Let's get past it. Uh, Talk to Elena. Alright, you two, thanks for freeing me. It's a shame the mourners confiscated my equipment. What did they take? My distiller. I can't make any plague samples without it. They're holding it in the mourners' quarters in West Ardougne. I somehow must retrieve that distiller from to find out a cure. Alright, so we're going to retrieve the equipment. Alright, so here's the biohazard quest. I'm going to accept that. So I was hoping that you see that. Unfortunately, they discovered the tunnel and filled it in. We need another way over the wall. Any ideas? My father's friend Jericho is in communication with the West Ardougne. He might be able to help us. He lives just next to the chapel. All right, so here we go. That's not funny. Alright, anyways, remember the door self shuts immediately, so you need to open that, and then across the log, or alternatively, south and across the bridge. Uh, by this point, I would hope that uh, you trained agility. But, uh, doesn't specify agility as a requirement, so if you need to cross the bridge, you can. Alright, so talk to Jericho. I've been expecting you to let us know who you need to cross the wall. That's right. The messenger pigeons communicate with friends over the well. I've arranged for 2 friends to aid you with a rope ladder. Omar is waiting for you at the south end of the wall. But be careful, the mourners catch you, the punishment will be severe. Thanks, Jericho. Alright, so we need a bird seed and the birds. So search the cupboard near Jericho for some bird feed. Alright, so you got some bird feed. Okay, got some bird feed. Alright. Alright, that was a little bit slow. Anyways, alright, then behind Jericho's house, and pick up a pigeon cage. So behind his house. Alright, so I think we just need one. I'm gonna take two, but I think it's just a pigeon cage. I think we just need one, but knowing this game, I'll just take two in case they change something. Alright, so then go back across the river west of the castle gate. I'm gonna go ahead and cross here, but it doesn't make much of it, or not. Okay, or I'll cross the bridge. Here's the bridge, and then behind the castle. Alright, so then. Alright, so here's the tower, right, and then we will use the bird feed on the watchtower, right, and then uh, open the pigeon cage. So use bird feed uh, with fence, right, open pigeon cage. I guess we only need one, so I'll just get rid of that. Alright, and they're already open. Alright, so oh here, Omar. Well done. The guards are having a real double with those birds. You must not go, traveler. This is your only chance. Karen, let's go now. Okay, let's do it. So here I am. Alright, so now I'm on this side. Right. So the Martha son's house, that was the one where we gave her the book last time in the other quest. If you've been following my series, if you haven't been following the series, you should still remember. If you recently did the quest, you remember uh, this one here, giving them the book. At this time, let's let us in. So, um, alright, so go to northwest of the beach. Well, take a rotten apple on the east outside of the house. Alright, so we don't need to go in, we just need the rotten apple here. Alright, so we got that. I'm gonna grab a second one just in case, because there's only one there. I don't know how long the respawn is. Anyways, squeeze through the gap directly east of the rotten apple. Alright, squeeze through fence. Be careful not to eat it, I don't want to get sick. Use apple on. Right. Take the rotten apple as I squeeze through the gap alongside. Use the rotten apple on the cauldron in front of you. Alright, then exit. Exit. Alright. Alright, so that's we poisoned their soup. Like that's anyways, infiltration. Go to Nurse Sarah's house in the corner southwest of the church. So the church looks here. So uh, that looks like a plague house. I don't think. Uh, no, that's not it. Alright, talk to Nurse. Alright, let's see. Go to Nurse Sarah's house in the corner of the church. Search the box on the north side to obtain a doctor's gown. Alright, so that's the doctor's gun. Equip the gun. Equip the gun, please. I'm gonna open my uh, inventory so I can see what I have on. Alright, so I will equip the gun. Go northeast corner of the city and enter the mourner's headquarters. Alright, so I believe it was a dialogue. Uh, there was when I did the quest years ago, but as you've seen, things change. So, and you go that. Okay, so apparently there's no dialogue this time. It's just and you go. So, anyways, go to the northeast corner of the city, enter the mourner headquarters, open the door to the west and go upstairs. Right, and then come on. Okay, open the door to the east, kill a murder and obtain the key. Open the gate. Use key on gate. Alright, search crate. Alright, so I guess it's just the one item that we're retrieving. So I don't need my combat gear on anymore. Alright, there's the gates in the great until they find us. Shall return to West Ardougne. Return to West Ardougne City Center and exit through the manhole top to Elena. Again, it's just in the old style. There's no update to this quest. Some of the newer quests, uh, it opens the gate automatically as you go, but some of the older stuff they didn't get to. So, alright, so alright, so it's interesting. It said in the opening dialogue with the seal up tunnel, but we're able to exit that way. So it's there's some things that appear to be inconsistent. But it's a game, so had to have fun with it, I guess, right? It opens the door in her face. Anyways, talk to Elena. Here it is. Wait, you can pass me those reaction agents, please. Uh, those look pretty fancy. Well, yes and no. Liquid honey doesn't isn't actually worth much, but the others are, especially the colorless Athenia and uh, careful. These sulfuric bromide is highly poisonous. You're not kidding. I can smell it from here. I don't understand. The touch paper hasn't changed color at all. You need to go to see my old mentor, Peter. He lives in Varick. Take these vials and sample to him. But first, you'll need more touch paper. Go and see the chemist in Remington. Just don't get into fights. Tony fights, and be careful who you speak to. Those vials are fragile, and plague carriers don't tend to be too popular. Alright, let me just see. Okay, I previously uh, we used to have to walk across the Karanja, but um, uh, guide is saying to deposit it in the bank and then teleport and then withdraw it from another bank. I'm gonna see if that happens because one of the people that I was helping previously had uh, back when this quest first came out, they teleported and the samples broke. Yeah, and then they had to come back and do it again. It's like so they didn't really like that so much. So I'm gonna put in my armor because I won't need it anymore for this quest. On seeing my levels, I'm gonna be probably upgrading at the rune soon. So I won't need the key anymore either, but I'm gonna put that. I don't want to go. I don't want to take another key. I just want to put it in. Thank you. All right, so I won't need the doctor gun either. I'm gonna take that off. All right, so now I'm gonna put in the samples. All right, and then okay, deposit that. Teleporting the plague sample in your inventory will destroy it, forcing you to retrieve another. Retrieve the plague sample from the closest bank to Remington and walk there. Right. Right. So I'm gonna use. It says crafting guild. I'm gonna use Falador. And just to make sure I don't go over any agility shortcuts, because I don't know what they might have changed. So the safest route is probably to not do any shortcuts either. So I'm going to withdraw that from here. This is this is shorter than having to run the whole way. So, alright, so retrieve the plague sample from the closest bank. To Remington, enter the um, enter the westernmost house in Remington and talk to the chemist. Do not mention that you have the sample or he will take it away from you. and you'll be first to head to Elena to get a new one. So option 3, then 2, then 2. Ask about Biohazard, that's option 3. I'm afraid of closing, I have to come back later. It's okay, I'm Elena's friend. Oh, that's different. Must be pretty important for you to come all this way. How's everything anyways? Wasn't there some plague scare? I just need some touch paper for a guy called Guider. Guider, that's one on me then, the poor guy, sorry for the interrogation. It's just that we've been had rumors of a man traveling with the plague on him. They're doing some sort of check in Iraq. It's a pharmaceutical disaster. Alright, so I'm gonna be okay with touch paper as well. You're asking for trouble. You better use my errand boys outside. Give them a vial each. They're not the most reliable people in the world. One's a painter, one's a gambler, and one's a drunk. So still, if you pay peanuts, you'll get monkeys, right? Yeah, peanuts, monkeys. All right. It's better than entering Varrock with a half a laboratory in your knapsack. That's thanks for your help, and everyone will appreciate it. So yes, well, don't stand around here guessing. You'd better hurry if you want to see later. He won't be around much longer. All right, so let's see. Tap the Chansey, and then use option 2. The chemist asked her a lot for the wages he pays. Maybe you should ask him for more money. Nah, I just use my initiative here and there. Alright, so give him the honey. Alright, and then talk to Da Vinci. Give him the Ethernia. Talk to Hops. Give him the sulfuric bromide. Alright, deposit your plague sample back in the bank and go to Herrick. Alright. Here's the bank here in this is the clan camp. Bank chest. Deposit the plague sample. Port to Varrock. It's a lot faster than running there. If you watch the Lodestone video that I did back when I first started the series, you'd see it's quite a walk. So, alright, so items needed touch paper. Alright, please go to the bank. Thank you. I don't need the food now. The rest of this is fine. I need. All right, so that I have here what I need. All right, so touch paper plate sample, crease top and bottoms. So all right, all right, so equip the crease gun. Open the gate. Pump, I need to conduct a search. There's been reports of someone bringing a virus in the barrack. You may not pass. So, so we should speak to, let me confirm. Talk to the three chemist assistants and the donkey and to get the virus back. How are pretty thirsty. This actually. Please tell me how I drunk the contents. Oh gods no. What do you take me for? Here's your vial anyways. Uh, so you take each one of them. Alright, so we've spoken to each one of them. Hey, let's see. Go to the building southeast of the pub and go inside. Father, thank heavens you're here. My husband is very ill. Perhaps you can get rid of his final rites. I'll see what I can do. Right, so yeah, that's why you need a priest robe, so you can open the door. Talk to the leader. I understand that you're unwell. My wife asking priest to visit me now. I'm a man of science, for God's sake. A man of science, for God's sake. Right? So that's kind of a pun that's kind of funny. Like, ever since she heard rumors of a plate carrier traveling through Ardougne, she's kept me under house arrest. Of course, she means well, and I'm quite frail now, so what brings you here? Alright, so I'm just confirming this because it's a bit funny. Alright, option one, then option two, then option one. So, option one, I've come to ask your assistance in stopping the plague. Well, it's funny you should ask. I've come to ask your assistance in stopping a plague that could kill thousands. So you're the carrier. So he's the reaction. I've been sent by your old people, Elena. She's trying to help ours. Elena, she wants you to analyze it. So you're the only one who can help. Right then, sounds like we better get to work. I have the sample. Now we're needing some liquid honey, sulfuric bromine, and then some Athenia. Indeed. Alright, so he gets all of the samples. He goes, I don't get back, I don't get it. The paper has remained the same. That's what Elena wanted you to do with it. I don't get it, nothing has happened. I don't know what the sample is, but it certainly isn't toxic. So, what about the plague? Don't you understand there is no plague? I'm very sorry, I can see you work very hard for this, but it seems that someone has been lying to you. The only question is why. So that's already the turn. We know already at this point there's no plague; it's a fake. Uh, so the rest of the series, you have to go on with the series knowing that the plague is a fake and somebody's covering something up. So I should talk to Elena, and then I'm debating on whether the tablet or the lodestone, but I think the lodestone's closer because it's next to North Bank. And here's the agility shortcut. Trying to get it to work this time because last time it ran around the bridge. Yeah, it works. Unless I go swimming on like I did the other quest. I talked to Elena. You're back. What did you say? Nothing. What? He said there is no plague. So what? This has all been a big hoax? Or maybe we're about to uncover something huge. I think this may be bigger than both of us. What do you mean? I mean, you need to go right to the top. You need to go see the king of East Ardougne. Alright, so there we go. Go to the Ardougne Castle, south of Elena's house. Climb either ladder, tuck the king lathos, goes in the middle chamber, second floor, or first floor in UK, and then quest complete. You actually get access to the king's training ground, so it doesn't matter. Just climb one of the stairs. Attack the king Lathos. Ask him the king. Yes, what where do you get such appearance? I get it from finding out the plague is a hoax. A hoax? I never heard of such a ridiculous thing. I have evidence from the leader of Verog. I see. Then you're right about the plague, but I did it for the good of my people. What is ever good to lie to people like that? When it protects them from a greater danger, a fear too big to fathom. Let's see. Option one. I don't understand. Their King Tyrus journeyed out west on a voyage of discovery, but then was captured by the Dark Lord. The Dark Lord agreed to spare his life, but only on one condition that he drank from the chalice of eternity. So what happened? The chalice corrupted him. He joined the dark forces with the Dark Lord, and then embodiment of pure evil banished all those years ago. And so I erected a wall not just to protect my people, but to protect protect all of the people of Jolinar. Now uh, now the king of Westerdon, the Dark Lord, has an ally on the inside. So I'm sorry I lied about the plague. I just hope that you understand my reasons. Well, at least I know now. But what can be done about this? Nothing at the moment. I'm just waiting for my scouts to come back. So they will tell me how we can get through the mountains. When this happens, can I count on your support? Absolutely. Thank the gods. I give you permission to use my training area. It's located just to the northwest of Ardougne. There you can prepare for the challenge ahead. There's one more thing I don't understand. How do you know so much about King Tyrus? How could I not do? He was my brother. Right, so we were awarded 3 quest points, 1,253 rings for his ability to travel freely through the West Ardougne Gate, use of the combat training camp north of Ardougne, and 2 treasure hunter keys. And I guess that was a thieving level, so it's 56 now. So I unlocked one of the requirements of that quest. Alright, keys. So 2 treasure hunter keys. So I got a rune crafting large fallen star and a combat training dummy. So I've claimed all the rewards. Um, so I'll see you in the next video.